Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Quarterdeck Arcade. I am your host, Pete. I made it, contrary to the pinned comment I left. Kind of had an exciting moment there for about a half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, where I heard water falling or hitting the ceiling up above me, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. So I ran upstairs. I stopped the washer before the flood got really out of control. And I'm here. So I cleaned up the mess. I pulled the washer out, mopped up the mess that was underneath it, and I made it. So here I am. Let me make sure I got everything going here because I did fly by the seat of my pants. Okay, that looks better. Wasn't seeing any audio levels here. Anyway. Show prep went out the window because of that little incident, so I really don't have any topics or anything to talk about. A couple of things maybe. Not much going on in the arcade this week with the holidays and everything. By the way, I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I did. It was just the gal and I, and she had to work, of course, and so I putzed around, and then she came home, and then we made a nice turkey breast and all the fixings that go along with it, and we had a nice little Thanksgiving together, and got my Christmas decorations up, and yeah, so we're ready for the Christmas holiday season. I hope you guys are. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Lots of food, lots of family, lots of fellowship, and here I'm. It's Sunday, and I'm here on the last day of my 4-day vacation, and then it's back to work tomorrow. We endured a snowstorm overnight, so we didn't get hit too hard. We got at most 7 inches in the little town, which is about 45 minutes northwest of downtown Milwaukee. We only got about 7. So the dividing line was I-94, which runs in a straight line across the state. And so the people south of that line got hit really hard and may have gotten 10, 11, 12 inches. I haven't heard. Cornercade lives down in that direction. Danny, if you're here, let us know how much snow you got down there. And but I don't know exactly the amounts. I haven't really been diving into the news this morning yet. I've been running around. I did get a workout in, a light workout, and of course start with my laundry, which is what caused the flood. But I'm here. Let's say hi to the chat. Who do we got here? Ted Adam Green is here. Always good to see you. Yes, I needed luck this morning, and I turned out to be really lucky. So it was a minor flood, easy to clean up. What happened was my lint trap got thoroughly clogged, and you're supposed to change those out or clean them out like once a month or so. And yeah, I guess who forgot to do that. So anyway, my fault, and that problem's taken care of. Who else is here? I'm trying to scroll up. Biggie D is here. Good to see you, Biggie D. Welcome, welcome. Hockey Town Arcade is here. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome as always. Yeah. I did 2 rounds of shoveling. One was the main shoveling I did at 3 a.m. this morning. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, uh, let's I had it pulled up here. Is it still pulled up? No. There it is. Let's share that out. So this is the scene at 3 a.m. this morning. There's no real audio to it. Let you get a sense of what we went through, and as you can see, I didn't get that much snow, but it was very pretty this morning when I went out to shovel because I had to shovel to allow my gal to get, and, so I got that done, and then I myself went to the gym, and I did my usual gym thing, and, then came home and did a cleanup shovel because it was still snowing when I went to the gym. So, yep, that's that's our weather. Uh, that, go back, unshare, stop screen sharing. Anyway, yeah, not too bad. And I haven't used my snowblower in like 3 years. I prefer to get the workout. So I all the shoveling I do is manual. Okay, let's see. Who else is here? CMYN 1478 is here. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving, Biggie D. Stock Jock is here. Hey, Stock Jock. I got to give a shout out to Stock Jock because, and I just set that stuff aside, but he sent me, Stock Jock being the nice, gracious guy that he is, sent me some neon tape to help my arcades pop under the black light. So thank you, Stock Jock. I really appreciate that. Haven't done it yet. Haven't had time. So it's on my list of things to do. Yes, I know that. I'm aware of that. And the gal and I had a conversation about that, about when I'm going to retire and when we're going to move. So it was discussed this week. Uh, oh, they me is here. Yeah, you got hit. You got hammered, huh? Oh, sorry about that. um, Hockey Town here. It was kind of mid. You felt a little weight to the snow, but it wasn't the worst I've felt when I've shoveled. Um, there was some moisture content to it, and it wasn't the light, fluffy stuff for sure. There was some weight to it, but it wasn't the heaviest snow that I've had to deal with in the past. Zero Redux is here. Good to see you. No, no, I think I am done with snow. If I want to see snow, maybe I'll fly up for a weekend vacation getaway. But I'll be perfectly fine living in Florida, I think. Burnt Oranges is here. Nice. Yes, I like tweaking and I like showing everybody, and I like to do it live because you know what? Editing videos together is kind of tedious. I did a few videos like that, and it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I give a lot of content creators credit when they crank out videos, pre-produced videos. It's it's a lot of work. Prince Vinny is here. Good to see you as always. Okay, so Black Friday. How many of you bought something on Black Friday? How many of you didn't? I was this close to buying a laptop. My desktop upstairs is about 10 years old. Can't install Windows 11 on it. It's an older generation PC. So I wanted to get rid of the tower anyway and replace it with a high-powered laptop and keep my monitors. I would get a HP dock and then I would connect the monitors to it and then jack in the laptop whenever I want to sit down at the desk, and I can take the laptop out to the living room when I want to just sit in my my chair. But that was the one Black Friday purchase I seriously considered. There wasn't any really arcade related things that I really wanted. I will be sitting down a little later to see. I know Joe Szabo had a 20% off sale, and I do have a couple of things I want to get from him. So and I don't quite know exactly who all the third party vendors are having some of these specials. Um, I should really write them down, before Black Friday hits, so that I can make sure I hit those websites. But Joe Zabos is the one I know. Glenn GRS, he had a 20% sale going on as well. I'm not sure if I need anything from Glenn right now, but yeah. So what did you guys get for Black Friday? Let me know in the chat. Biggie D, to answer your question, Joel, as many of you may know, he is on a 10-day vacation. I believe it's in Florida. And he and I had a message back and forth. He asked me a couple of questions about the artwork that I had obtained and let me know that he was working on getting completing the cabinet and getting it shipped out. But unfortunately, he couldn't get it out before he left for his 10-day vacation. I told him, hey, that's cool. When you get back, that's great. Have a good time. Not in a hurry. So it'll be coming, I hope, sometime in December. That's pretty much how I'm looking at it right now. So Joe seems like a good guy. I trust him. And so when it gets here, and then we'll do a live stream on it. Wasn't so much of a secret. I think I've known about Florida for decades. But I'm looking forward to joining or becoming a Floridian anytime soon. So I got a couple of years to go, I think. I at least want to hit Social Security age, and then we'll look at it. Biggie D, this is interesting. No. In fact, if you notice PD7's video, walk and talk videos, when he's in Sam's Club, it doesn't look like anybody's buying those things to me. The last time I saw him in a Sam's Club, which was a day before yesterday, I think, they weren't selling. So I gotta believe that if we go mid-December, you might see some markdowns on. That's my opinion. You might see some markdowns on that pinball, because they had like 6 on the pallet there, and they just aren't moving. So we'll see. Prince Vinny says he passed on everything. No good sales. Yes, I was kind of disappointed myself. I bounced around. Arcade 1-Up sales aren't really the one cabinet I want to be on sale is not on sale, and that would be the Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe. And Corner Kate says he'll sell me his for a good price. And in fact, he's got it posted now on Marketplace. So I might take him up on that. We'll see. Ramps Arcade is here. Good to see you. Zero says there's a full-size Dirty Donnie Blacklight poster on New Wave Toys' site for $12, usually $50. Interesting. Okay, Burnt Oranges says he went crazy over this Black Friday weekend, spent money at Joe Zabo's, G.I. Joel. You got 2 of them, huh? Great. And some riser boosters. Yeah. I haven't bought anything from Buy Stuff in a while. I think I might. They're coming out with their Star Wars PC mod. I'm thinking about doing that mod. We'll see. Hockey Town says he got the Ridge Racer GI Joe riser the day before Thanksgiving. Nice. B Kirby is here. Always good to see you, B Kirby. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I gotta. I don't know if they'll go down that low, but I gotta believe they're gonna. You might see Sam's Club cut them down below 500 if you hold out long enough. I just don't see them moving. I haven't been to my Sam's Club now. PD7 goes to a different. I know where his Sam's is. Sometimes I go there, but my Sam's Club is on a opposite end of town, and I last time I was in that Sam's Club, they weren't moving either. So Ralphie Duran is here. Good to see you. Hi, welcome. Yes, I did see that going on. I was watching Super Game Room Dudes this morning during my workout. I'm not really much into the Evercade stuff, but if you are, great. Check out those deals. Check out the Super Game Room Dudes from Friday night. They talked about that. Doc Jock says he picked up 2 GI Joe risers for Tron and Star Wars. Great, great. Always great to show GI Joe some love. Yeah, I agree. My At Games HD pinball was less than 500 actually, if memory serves. So I don't. I'm just not paying 999 for essentially what is the skin. I'm sure there's some improvements electronically to that thing, but it just doesn't interest me. If I wanted to reskin my Metallica pinball, I could do that. But anyway, we're caught up with the chat. One of the things that I'll give them a hat tip because they're the ones that mentioned it. I'm sure somebody else has already found this too. But if you're interested in Return of the Jedi um, cabinet from Basic Fun, that is currently $449 on Walmart's website. I'm kind of kicking that around. I was excited to get that cabinet, and then I watched some videos about some of the issues, and the fact that it doesn't have a molded coin door, and it doesn't have, or it has a TN monitor, so some of the graphics are a little off on some of the Vectrix games, the Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. I can't bring myself to pull the trigger. So, but if you guys want that deal, it's out there on Walmart's website for $449. What else? Oh, yeah, I talked about Joe Szabo's deal. I don't know if Tulsa Arcades is running any deal. Let me check real quick. I don't know if you folks have bought anything from Tulsa Arcades. I think he posted about something. Yeah. So he is running a Black Friday sale as well. Take me to the deals. He even has a link pop up on his website that says take me to the deals. So let's see let's share this out so you all can see what I'm seeing. I need to get my Christmas shopping started really, because my gal and I keep it light. We don't really buy a whole lot for each other. But I do need, because a lot of times I'll buy something specially made for her, and it's 4 weeks before Christmas really. So here's what Tulsa Arcades has on his website. You got your it looks like a couple of bezels. These I really love. I love the lit riser panels. Those of you with risers on your arcade 1-up risers, that is. He sells these nice little replacement front with LED backlit artwork, and you have to buy the LED separately, but he gives you a link to buy those off of Amazon. And I really love mine. My whole back row here has the Tulsa Arcades lit riser panels. I'm a big fan of them. And I'm actually thinking about, if he has the Star Wars on sale, I might get the Star Wars. And I might get one he doesn't have one on his website for Simpsons. So I was going to talk to him about custom making one. But so here's a Street Fighter. I don't have a riser for Street Fighter. He's got some artwork on sale, graphics kits, upgrade parts. Yeah, so check them out. Here's one of my favorites right here, the S panel mod for the video screen for Tron. So if you haven't picked that up, wow, he's giving a good discount on this. Regularly $69 for 36 bucks basically. So that's a good deal. If you have a Tron and you haven't done this mod, I highly recommend it. The photo frame is sold separately, but he provides the link to that as well. Lots of good stuff here for on sale. Recessing bezel. So if you have a T2 and you want to recess that monitor a little bit, he has that kit, and it's for $33.99. Not bad. Here's his regular risers on sale for $64.99. Star Wars is sold separately because it's a different size. This is kind of cool. He's got a holiday lit riser. If you want to put this on your cabinet riser. Got one for Tron. I have this one on my Tron. Oh, here's the Star Wars. See, so I need to buy this. It's half off almost. Look at that. So I need to buy this today. Read carefully before ordering. And he's upfront with you. He says you can expect long shipping times in some cases. So, you know, I'm just gonna make a comment here where he says there's only one person working shipping and one person working in graphics. As you all know, JC lost his wife year and a half ago, and as I understood it, his wife was heavily involved in the shipping aspect of his product. So, JC, give the guy some grace, okay? Just like GI Joel, I mean, he's a one-man show producing these products for us, and JC, especially having lost his wife, it's got to be tough. And he is a busy guy, so this is definitely on my shopping list. So I'm definitely going to order this later. So lots of good stuff here. Oh, look at this. And dust covers for NBA Jam. I might consider buying those as well. And TMNT. He's got some PC mods for sale and some graphics packages. So if you have like Gen 1, a lot of these look like they're Gen 1 skins. Check them out. I know I'm scrolling too fast, but you get, so I'll put the link in the chat. So in case you guys want to check them out, there you go. Fun times, deals. Okay, I was not aware of the technical specs of that. I did see it in person, and I was not impressed with the TMNT pinball. I wasn't. That's just first impressions. Zero thinks there's a Turtles 4K coming. If that'd be interesting. I don't think I'd pick it up because I already have my Peanuts, but Mike Hawkhurst is here. Always good to see you. Aha, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. I need to go to Retro 530. I'm writing stuff down. Retro 530, Tulsa. There's a couple of things I want to get from Retro 530. I don't know if I need anything from DIY Retro, but I'll look. I'll write that down. Just some ideas that have been bouncing in my head. Mike Hawkhurst says, I'm a fan of Szabo's slip-on marquees. PD7 bought me the KI, one for the KI cab. I won during the 1,000 sub celebration. Interesting you bring that up because that's what we're doing today. And it's a quick mod, so, well, it should be quick. But I have two slip-on marquees here. One is the Tron, and you can see the NCOM logo there on both sides. And then I've got the slip-on Star Wars marquee replacement. So I've been wanting to get this one for some time. I actually have been wanting to get both. And believe it or not, guys, I think it was Hockey Town that clued me in on this. Joe Zabos has a front-facing website for his storefront, and he also has an Etsy page. But on his Etsy page, it doesn't have everything that on his main website. There's a few things on there that you can pick up off of Etsy. And the nice thing about ordering off his Etsy store is they come really quick. I ordered those things about a month ago. And any of you that have ordered anything off Joe Zabel's main website know that it's taken a while. Heck, I ordered art kits for the GRS Build-A-Cade that took weeks. I mean, we're talking like 3 months to get to me. So had those been available on the Etsy store, I would have bought them off there. Now, he does have some GRS artwork available on the Etsy store, but not all of them, and certainly not ones that I was really interested in. I can't remember exactly the ones that he had, but check out his Etsy page. Yes, I do. I own a Star Wars Arcade 1-Up, and we're going to. I own a Gen. What I guess you would call it a Gen 1. It's kind of a weird. I got it back when the Star Wars cabinet was rare. This was before the Arcade 1-Up came out with their second generation Star Wars cabinet, and I got it through a website. It's kind of like Finger Hut. I can't remember the name of it because I've not ordered anything from them since. They had a Star Wars cabinet when they were not available anymore anywhere else. And so I bought it off of there. I paid like $650 for it. And yeah, so that's how I got my Star Wars. Well, let's see. Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. It's got to be tough. I don't know what I'd do if I lost my gal. She's just, she's my inspiration, really. Gallagher guy's here. Always good to see you, man. Welcome. Happy Sunday. It's Gallagher guy's birthday. Happy birthday. Doc Jock. I assume you're talking about Tulsa Arcades. And the nice thing about Tulsa is he'll put you in contact with his graphics department. I don't know who that person is, but I did work with them on the Dig Dug. I did the Dig Dug front riser lit panel I did for Dig Dug. That was a custom job, and so I emailed back and forth with the graphics designer for Tulsa Arcades, and they came up with it. So reach out to JC through his webpage if you want to do custom art. I kind of figured that's where you went, Doc Jock. By the way, I still have all those parts and pieces you sent me, and I'll eventually get around to it. I do want to buy a new drill and some drill bits because the drill I have, it just won't charge up anymore. So it's kind of useless. So that's kind of what's been holding me back is I'm not able to drill anything right now. And don't send me a drill. You've sent me enough. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Let's see. Mike Cockert says small stores try to offer so many products at once, which is why they spread themselves very thin. Introducing new products in bursts with a pre-order window like GL dildos is smart. Yes, I agree. I do agree. And I also agree with this statement, Hockey Town. His GRS Build-A-Cade work is incredible, and so is his marquees, which we're going to find out here in a second. I have not done this mod. I'll have to look at that. J-panel Tron. I will check that out because that's the one mod I don't think I have done on my Tron. Yeah, I do need to do that. Don't know about Shop Hippo. I'll buy the drill. I tried to charge up my my drill the other night, and it's like it's taking forever. Okay, so it's been a half an hour. We caught up in the chat and everything. Anybody else want to talk about anything else? Feel free. I'm gonna move into the mod because obviously we're gonna have to do some prep here. Turn on the house lights. And let's change the camera view. Let's stop sharing here. Stop sharing. Let's back out of that. Go. Let's just do that. Okay, so here's the live look at my Tron cab. And it's going to get loud here in a second because I'm going to start using the hairdryer on the marquee. So let me turn on my laptop or my tablet so I can follow the chat. All right. All right, there we are. Okay, so this is well, first of all, let's take off my little shelf here. These shelves are really handy for holding like remotes, LED remotes and stuff. So, and of course, I dropped the remotes on the floor. Okay, so the goal here is to pull off the existing marquee on both the Tron and Star Wars. So what this basically is a light box, okay? A light box with a sticker on top of it. So we're going to keep the light box, but we're going to pull off this graphic, and we're going to do it in kind of a gentle way. One thing I wasn't able to find was my X-Acto knife. I don't know what happened to it. I did a lot of shuffling around in the arcade. As you guys know, I put up a new desk, and I don't know what happened to it. So I've got to locate it at some point, but I'm going to try and do it with a regular razor. All right, so some of you have already done this mod. Let's set it to hot. And you basically just go back and forth. You want to heat up the glue on this Just want to heat it up. And you want to pick a corner that you can get at and try to start peeling it, which it's not going to go. It's not going to go very easy, so I'm going to get the razor out. I don't have any Goo Gone, but I was last time I did this, which was on the Tempest. It came off really well. Yeah, see it's breaking. There is some leftover residue that is getting left behind, but so you just want to do this gently. I don't remember the Tempest being this hard. Oh, I'm just looking at the video coming through my replay, and you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing because my back is like right in the middle of the dang camera. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this one's going to be tough. Well, this arcade is what, 3-4 years old now? So we're going to use the heat gun. It's actually going better now that I'm using the gun while I pull. Yeah, it's going a lot better, except for right there. So as I'm pulling this, there is some residue that's collecting, for lack of a better term. And there are other videos that have been done on this technique. I know P-Dub did one, and there are other videos about this. This is actually, I think P-Dub's video is where I actually learned how to do this. So far, we're doing good on the residue. Oh, got some popping up there. Oops. Getting kind of impatient. We got this spot here that's really being temperamental. down for a minute, try to work that. So there's a spot that's really being a pain right here. Well, yeah, the Tempest one came right off. Going it in a different direction works really well. There we go. There. This one's being a little difficult. It wasn't as hard as I don't remember it being this hard with the Tempest. I've only done one of these before. Yeah, really coming off at the seams towards the end here. Oh, shit. Not what I wanted to have happen. That's better. And remember not to close my fist with that blade in it. All right. Okay. I'm sorry I wasn't looking at the chat while I was doing that. It's a hair dryer. I don't have a heat dryer gun. Hair dryer works fine. All right. I have, to help clean this up a little bit better, some just typical household glass cleaner, which is what I used last time. There's still some pieces on here. And you kind of want to make sure there's no boogers left behind, because it might affect the light distribution on the replaced marquee. So you just want to get as much up as possible. Just got to get it clean as possible. Need another. No, Stock Jock, I will not put it back on and restart. Gotta be careful with it. If you use a blade to help guide it off, you got to be careful with it that you don't dig into the box, which is what I did right here. All right, pretty smooth. A lot of stickiness is gone. Go one more pass. Especially on the end here. Okay, I think we're ready for the marquee. Hey, Gamer Fridge, welcome, welcome. There are a couple of marquees that I do need to replace. I need to replace the Fast and Furious and the Simpsons. I don't know if I have any more. I think those are the only two. Yeah. So I'll probably this weekend be locating those and ordering those. All right. So now we have our replacement marquee here. Kind of looking back on my laptop, and you just slip it on. He doesn't put he doesn't put protective film on the. So you'll want to remove the protective film. I can catch it. I have no fingernail on that thumb. Yeah, so he wraps the protective film all the way around it. So you just gotta kind of go for. There we go. So it's coming. Why isn't it pulling off of the? Okay. This is kind of the worst protective film that I've encountered. I'm trying to get it off here. It's fighting me. But there's some residual. Gonna have to clean this up a little bit before I stick it on because yeah, what a pain in the butt. You got to be really careful about pulling off this protective film because it breaks in spots and leaves the stuff behind. So you just got to take your time with it. Probably should have done this before I did the stream, but I didn't have time. So smart idea, Grey Got. Thank you for that. I realize this is going to be off screen, but I'm basically trying to convince the film to come off. I saw, Danny, that you had some cabs for sale, including the Mortal Kombat you talked to me about. Well, I didn't think this mod was going to take long. Boy, this is a pain. I don't remember the Tempest being this difficult. Maybe he's using different protective coating. I'm sorry I'm not on camera here, guys, but essentially, here, let me turn the camera. Essentially, I'm just trying to get all the protective coating off of the marquee, and there's boogers left behind all over. And I want to get them off before I slap this on. Yeah, part of the problem is my nail that I hammered. I'm losing that nail, and so it's hard to do. Boy. Hey, Mo, good to see you, buddy. If I've missed saying hi to anybody in the chat, I'm sorry. That's going a lot better than the other side did. Oh, I spoke too soon. I should have had this done before the stream. But then you guys wouldn't know what a pain it is to pull this stuff off. So I guess it's good. Do I want to build your cab? No. Where's the fun in that? I mean, the part of the reason why we buy these things is because they're fun to build, right? No, you got to do your own. I mean, I'll help out, moral support, but all these boogers left behind by this paper. I don't know about you guys, but I ate a ton of food on Thursday, and I'm paying the price for it now. Ooh. Okay, still some boogers to deal with here. It's gonna be good looking, but boy, you got to get there. You gotta make sure you get all the little trinkets off of it. All the little protective pieces, because it's also on the edges, which gets left behind. Just gotta make sure none of it's falling on the inside and sticking, because that's gonna come through. All right, are we done? More boogers. Now, once we get through this part, the last step is easy. You just slide it right on over. There we go. All right. Just one more final inspection. Gonna wipe it down. Thank you, Israel. Yes. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I do appreciate seeing the number go up. Kind of like an achievement unlocked, if you will. Okay, I think we're there. Make sure no boogers. All right, so let's turn the camera back towards the marquee. All right, and let's slide this puppy on over. Um, I may have to loosen the cabinet side a little bit. Maybe not. It's popping in. Just kind of run my fingers through it. Yeah, you may, I didn't take that step, but maybe you ought to just loosen one of the two screws on either side of the marquee box just to allow it a better fit. It's in there now. There. And there is the replacement marquee. It's beaut, Clark. She's a beaut. As you guys can see, I've got the S panel mod in there. I don't have the J panel. So Tron is done, and it looks beautiful. Much better than that old thing right there. All right, so here's my Star Wars cabinet. As you can see, it's kind of a Gen 1 Star Wars. I do think I'm going to replace that riser panel with the Tulsa Arcades one. So same drill. We're going to have to get that old marquee off. And hopefully this one will go easier than before. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Sure, I have my blade. All right, I have a tray. Here, I can put Tron's tray back up. Okay. Get my little LED art off of here and my little shelf. We'll set that back here for now. All right, same deal. It's a light box. It's tilted a little bit, you know, because that's how Star Wars is. All right. Prince Vinny, I don't like the sit down ones. I like the stand up one. Now I did play the sit down real Star Wars game a lot because it was in my place of employment at the time, which was a supermarket lobby. So on my breaks I would play that thing forever. But the arcade one up version, I don't know if I could get used to that. All right, so let's heat this sucker up. Dragot, I kind of commented on this earlier, but if you order, if the marquee you want is available on his Etsy store, I would suggest you order it from the Etsy store because there seems to be faster shipping times when you order a product off of his Etsy store. Okay, I'm just trying to find. There it is. I had it and I lost it. Now this marquee appears to be thicker than the Tron. It also looks like it's coming off a lot better. This marquee is definitely thicker than the Tron. The paper used, in other words, for the plastic, whatever this is, vinyl used, whatever. And the residue being left behind isn't as great. So two different marquee styles. Well, this one might go a little quicker. Yeah, the snap-ons probably go out a lot quicker. I'm going to use a little more heat on this. This is coming off way easier. Hey, who here in the local area is going to go to Cops on Tuesday to get a scoop of custard from Hugh Jackman? That's right, folks. Hugh Jackman's going to be in town. He's actually been in the state of Wisconsin for a couple months. He's been filming a film here. And apparently, he's going to be serving scoops of custard at Cops Custard, actually right across the street from where, a little bit across the street from where Cornercade used to work. So I got to work, so I won't be able to do it. But it would be cool to meet that dude. But I'm sure there's going to be hundreds of people there because it's been all over the news. So that marquee came off real easy. Very little residue left behind. Paper towel probably wasn't the best choice. She's pretty clean. All right. Okay. One more pass. Yeah, Gamer Fridge, Hugh Jackman's going to be at a local Cops custard stand in Greenfield on Tuesday. Tuesday at 2:30, I think is the time that was given. If I had an X-Men, I'd take the control panel out and have him sign it. I don't know if he's given autographs or not. Probably not, since he's there for a promo. right, this is irritating me, this corner. Because what's happening is some of the residue is catching the paper towel. All right, I'm going to stop there before I ruin it again. Okay. Let's get the Star Wars. I'll turn the camera again. So you all can see me putzing around here. Now, just looking at the two marquees, there's not much difference between the two, except this one will be a lot more vivid and a lot more brighter. Still has the Atari logo like the old one did. Again, no nails. Try to go a little bit more careful with this one. Gonna try and pull it in one piece this time. And it's not gonna let. Now this one appears to be coming off a lot better than the Tron did. Yeah, see, because I'm able to pull it in one piece. She looks beautiful. Oh, that was way too easy. Way too easy. There it is. Well, let's go ahead and fit it onto the marquee. All right, here we go. gonna make sure the fit is okay. Oh, that's much better. That is a much more vivid print of the marquee than what Arcade One Up provided. And there is a difference between the two marquees. The Arcade One Up marquee did not have the Lucasfilm trademarks here. So very similar, but not. The Jose's marquee is much more vivid. So let's do the same thing I did for Tron. We'll do a head-on look here. Get the light glare out of it. Just a gorgeous Joe does gorgeous work. He really does. Beautiful. Sorry about that camera shake there. I'm on a tripod. I want to make sure it's beautiful, beautiful. All right, that's it for mods today, folks. I'm going to try and keep this one under 2 hours. That does look beautiful. Anyway, here's a look at the arcade. I did rearrange the middle based on Cornercade's recommendation there, and this will be one row of arcades that'll expand out as I add additional arcades. I have one spot opposite on the other side of the Street Fighter 2 that is available, and I have a cabinet for that. So that'll be something coming in the near future. I still want to get a Mortal Kombat 2, but I'm still thinking about that. I'm not sure. I haven't had any issues. Again, most of the marquees that Arcade One put on those light boxes were washed out pieces of crap. I did have to. I did do a full replacement of my Dig Dug marquee. I can't remember if I got that from Retro 530 or not. But anyway, you see that I haven't counted, Prince Vinny. If you count everything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And if you count the Defender Partycade, 22. So I've had more, and I had to sell everything off. Not everything, but a lot of it in 2024. But it's coming back. And again, a lot of my space too is taken by 1/6 and 1/4 scale arcades now, and I've got this big desk that I use now for streaming. So, a lot of space is taken up there too. So, but what I envision for the middle here is, the three directly behind me can come out a little bit, and the ones on the ends can come out a little bit, and the ones on the other side can come out a little bit, and I can add like 4 or 5 more cabs. So I am getting limited in what I can do down here. So there'll eventually be a breaking point because I have 2 cabs coming, guys. I have the GI Joel build choice cabinet, my Donkey Kong Jr. cabinet that's coming. And I also have Glenn's Retro Show FU edition. So that's going to be a bigger sized arcade. And that's going to have to either I'll put it against the wall next to the Legends Ultimate, or and then pull out an Arcade One Up to put in the middle. I'll figure that out later. But those two are coming. I have two more cabs coming, definitely coming. If I acquire the Mortal Kombat Deluxe, that'll need to go in there as well. So we are running out of space, but that's a good problem, right? I mean, that means you're buying arcades and you're filling your space. So all right, guys. I think that's that. I think I'm going to call the show there. I'm going to try and relax the rest of the day and stay away from junk food and get some other stuff done. I need to jump online and get some stuff ordered for Christmas, and some stuff for myself for the arcade. And so, anywho, I thank everybody for being here. You know, just I thank everybody for being here and watching as you always do every weekend, every Sunday morning. I hope you, from whatever little time you have left in this weekend, have a great rest of your day. Have a great week ahead. We just have a few short weeks before Christmas, so get that shopping done. Get it done early so you don't have to worry about it at the last minute. And I'll see you guys next week. Until then, stay safe, stay warm, and stay dry. And always remember, I got next.